From the Eagle's Nest is back for episode number 3, and I'm here with my first athlete. Jensen Harbaugh is here.
Yes, sir.
Jensen, how are you, brother?
Doing good. Thank you for having me.
No, how do you look back on this regular season that you all just had?
Well, it's been a grind. We started preseason, early August. Coming in first week of August, getting training and stuff, and it was a grueling, 18-game season. And just now we're about to approach the national tournament. Just really excited, to finish off my senior season with this great group of guys. And yeah, it's been a long journey, but I'm just really hoping that we can finish it out the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. What goals did you set for yourself in your senior year when this all started? Yeah,
so usually right when the season before it's like my junior year last year, usually when it ends, I'll reflect on the season and stuff, and then I'll depending on how well I did the year before, I'll just write down some goals and stuff. So like this year, I was hoping to get 20 goals, and I believe it was like 12 assists in the regular season. I felt like that was a good target for me. And then in terms of like other awards, Player of the Year for the region, that was one thing I really wanted to get. First team all region again. I won that last year, but that was something I also really wanted to get again. National Player of the Week was another thing. And then first team All-American and National Player of the Year. Those are two things that they don't release that until the end of the season, but all those were something I really wanted to get. And it's a testament to Coach Juan, Coach Marco as well, and to just the teammates I have that I was able to achieve. I got 22 goals this season, 14 assists, got Region Player of the Year, like you said, and also was first team all region, but it's National Player of the Week. But it's just a testament to the team I have. This team this year is very talented. It's a great group of guys. Each guy in each position that has played this year has really helped me out, and they are the reason why I have those stats and got those awards.
Oh, absolutely. I think soccer is like the ultimate team game. There was an old knockoff soccer game called Winning 11, and I think it's ultimately true in a sport like soccer where only one person can have the ball, and individually, as you go, the team goes.
Yes, sir.
I've learned this about you. When I ask how the soccer team goes, I got to ask how'd the team do, and then how do you do? Because there are times when you will be the goal output, and there are times when that happens, and obviously the soccer team runs and goes by you when you're not in. The team hasn't done as well without you in the lineup. So you are definitely a Messi or a David Beckham. You are definitely for Pippo anyway. You are that kind of guy, that kind of impact player. So you're in. You win. What is it like to win Player of the Year?
It's kind of surreal, if I'm being honest with you. And usually how they do the awards for region and stuff is they usually do it right after the game. They usually have like a table out, at the field and stuff right after your regional championship game, and they'll do the awards. But like when we played boys college, they didn't do a table or anything. So we're in the locker room just celebrating the win. That was our first regional championship we've ever won here. First ever trophy I've won in college before, and I was super excited. Then Coach Lander comes in with just the plaques and stuff, and he starts naming off second team all region, first team all region, and then he says Player of the Year. And I'm like, Player of the Year. I'm like, wow, that could be me. I personally didn't think I was ever going to win it though, just because I missed 3 games in the regular season, and I just felt like there was other guys, not just on my team but other teams as well, that had a case to get it too. But he said my name, and and I just, I cried, honestly. I just was in joy, obviously. I just was so happy to win that. And it just shows, all the hard work, all the, the late nights, early mornings, and, just grinding all the time, and, dealing with the setbacks, suffering. It's really worth it. Absolutely. And winning that made it worth it for sure. Oh, absolutely.
And yeah, so you win Player of the Year. Alice Lloyd has a great soccer season, and now they are off to Florida for postseason tournament time.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about that?
I'm very optimistic. I will be honest. Before the draw and stuff that was announced, I was like, it's going to be very tough to get to that national final, just because it's our first time ever going there, and 2, it's these teams are not teams that we play in the regular season, where you're usually the favorite to win. We are going in there as the number 2 seed based on winning our championship and also our record, which is great. But every team in there is very good. And for us, for the way our draw was announced and stuff, I believe that we can go in there and win the entire thing.
So I remember when Team USA in the World Cup, that chant, "I believe that we will win," and I believe that we will win.
Absolutely, and that's something that I'm trying to instill into our whole team. Is obviously the beginning of the year, as a team, our goal was to get to Florida. My goal, I did not want to play my last college game in Kentucky, at Boise here or wherever. I want to play it in Florida. And if you ask any of the guys, including myself, back in the beginning of the year, if just going to nationals that'd be the dream, absolutely. But with the way our team is now, for me personally, I think we can go in there, win the entire thing. And I'm just trying to tell all the young boys that let's go in there, let's enjoy it, because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. But let's go in there and let's win every single game. Every single challenge, every single 50-50 tackle, every single moment is ours. And I really think it's going to be a great week for us.
Talk about Coach Lander and how he has shaped you in your career here.
So Coach Lander, I mean, I've only known him for about 2 years, about now. Pretty much when I was at Kentucky Christian University, he reached out to me through Instagram. This was back in May of 2024, and it was 4 days before I was going to commit to Toccoa Falls. Wow. To play soccer. And I come here on a visit and stuff, and I love what he sold me and stuff. And I saw that the program was trying to get better. It was entering its 3rd season when I was about to come here, and I was very, very impressed, with what he wanted to achieve. And I agreed, and we shared the same goal and stuff. How we both wanted to beat Boise, and we want to go to nationals. So he was great for me. He really helped me adjust to the school, adjust to the culture, the environment, not just of the team, but also of the school as well, outside of soccer, off the field. And he did an excellent job for me. And, he has just been a great role model and just a great coach. He has let me, express myself, play with, the joy that I love to play with, and just be myself on the field, which is something that not many coaches have given me the chance to. And I always will thank him for that. But and just off the field as well. Off the field, he's helped me, improve relationships with people. He's helped me, be a better man, which is the most important thing, Absolutely. In my opinion.
Absolutely. There is a life beyond this place, and that's always important to remember that. And you also were recognized on Senior Day. You got a Letterman jacket.
Yep.
Talk about that moment.
Oh, so my dad, he has a Letterman jacket from when he was in high school, back in the 80s and stuff. And, when I was a little kid, I used to always wear it because I used to think it was so cool. It was it was a green and white jacket. So, but when I saw that Letterman jacket in that bag, though, I was so excited. That for me was so cool. And then wearing it, putting it on and stuff, it's just an awesome feeling. Again, you feel, it's really warm, and it's nice in the cold weather, because it keeps you nice and cozy. But it's just, again, it's just a testament, to, sticking it out in the program, for 4 straight years, and that jacket for me is not just, a symbol of loyalty, it's also an award, almost like congratulations, hey, you got yourself a Letterman jacket, Don't just, take it for granted as it's just another, jacket. That is really special. And I think that's, for me personally, the biggest thing I always try to tell players on our team, is when you get to your senior year, when you get to your last year, I understand, you all want these awards and everything, but that Letterman jacket is very important. That is something that you're going to have with the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, it was a great feeling wearing it, though.
Oh yeah, and it's a very special moment, and to have a day like that for the seniors is that's one of the highlights of what I do, and I've always enjoyed that for you all, and so because that's always a very special moment for you all. And final words, what will you remember most about this great institution?
I think what I love about Alice Lloyd, not just outside of soccer, is I think the people and the staff. As like yourself, you've been great to me. You've really helped me out, helped me just enjoy it here more and more. But these faculty as well, they've really helped me out in my classes, outside of classes. There's these professors I can go talk to about anything really, and they'll be there to help me. Dean Marshall, he's been excellent with me. He's helped me, not just, be better in classes, and stuff, but also be a better man. And he's really been great for me and stuff. But outside of that, the people here as well are great. And as I said, it's a great school. I love it, and I as I said, I'd love to, stay here, and work here and stuff, just because of the people. The people here make it great. Not just on our sports team, but outside of that as well, in other areas of life here. But I would say, just in terms of going next week, to Florida and stuff, I feel, that as long as, our team just believes that we can win, as long as we believe in each other, I think anything's possible.
Oh, absolutely. Jensen Harbaugh, best of luck to you the rest of the way. Thanks for coming on, and we will see you all next week from the Eagles Nest. Take care. Aloha.